So, hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back for the final part of my Falcon and the Winter Soldier thoughts video. Today we're going to obviously be covering episode 5 and 6, and Jesus Christ, these episodes were phenomenal. What a way to close out the show. Just what a show in general. I cannot wait to get into this one. We got a lot to talk about. Let's get straight into it. So, picking up off the end of episode 4, we get straight into it. Like literally, it picks up straight after. John Walker is on the run after he kills that guy with the shield. There's this really cool fight between Bucky and Sam versus John. And they sort of take the shield back, leaving John Walker no longer to be Captain America. And we sort of get a glimpse of, I don't want to call him psychotic, his troubled side, I would say, and I really like this. He's like, I am Captain America, like, you can't take this away from me, I'm Captain America now, and that's it. Like, you know, obviously this is one step closer to him becoming the US agent. One of the more key parts of this episode, I would say, which I really like, you know, I was really completely invested in, and just, I was like, wow, was when we visit Isaiah Bradley, I think it says Isaiah Bradley, and they talk about like his troubles and why he was so annoyed earlier in the series, and we really just get in depth about who he was. And obviously we get talking about how he saved all these people, and there's like a lot of parallels here pointing towards Steve, because apparently Isaiah was also tested on with the super soldier serum. He talks about saving all these people, like this unit, like one of like his, I can't think of the word, you know, his Jesus Christ, like his mates, you know, like when Steve goes out in the first one and bloody saves like his crew. Isaiah did that. He does that with his own crew, and he didn't get noticed for it. Whereas when Steve did it, Steve was Captain America, you know? Steve was, obviously at the time, Captain America was just a character, just a show. But after Steve saved all these people, he became Captain America, the hero. When Isaiah did it, they didn't praise him for it at all. They were like, wow, this guy went behind enemy lines, saved all these people. That's pretty bloody cool, you know, it's pretty cool. And they went, you know what? We got to find out what made him able to do that. And they pretty much tested on him, tortured him, you know, did all these nasty things to him. Obviously because during the time, black people were minorities, which is awful. You know, we obviously see that Steve got praised, whereas Isaiah was kept a secret, you know, kept in the dark and tested on terribly. Obviously the equality was terrible back then. And you know, he talks about how just because he was black, he'll never be Captain America. Like, that's why he could never be Captain America. And it was kind of sad to hear. Brought a tear to my eye, you know, because not only has this man suffered, the person that you're led to believe, you know, Steve Rogers, is like, you know, he's like everything perfect. Because he is, he's a really nice guy, right? You know, it's nothing to do with him being white or anything, he's just a really nice guy. And he was perfect for to be Captain America just because of his personality. But like the stuff that they kept secret, even from Steve, like Steve probably didn't know that Isaiah had been tortured and tested on, and it's like obviously the governments were very corrupt. It was nasty, man. It was really sad to hear, and I'm glad that he sort of gets closure in the next episode. In this episode, we get another look at Baroque. Is it Baroque the Leaper? This Donnie that I was quite excited about in episode 1. Yeah, he comes back and he's like, yo, I'm not here to help your cause. I'm a genuine bad guy, you know, I just want to kill Falcon. Can we just get that sorted, please? Cheers, thanks. We only get a little glimpse of him, and that's pretty much it for episode 5. Again, a lot of big things, well, a couple of like really big impactful things happened, but not a lot of them. So we had like 3 or 2 good, really amazing moments that just really were like stand out to me, and that was it. But it was still bloody amazing episode. We obviously get the suitcase scene at the end of episode 5 that left us on a complete cliffhanger, but I wouldn't even attribute that to that episode anymore, because obviously we know what happens in episode 6, which I cannot wait to get into. So let's just go. Let's just do it now. But right to the beginning of episode 6, you get this awesome action sequence. You know, we see Bucky a couple times, you know, obviously, because the last time we saw this area, I think it's New York, the GRC were going to put that new law in place to get everyone back in their own settlements, and, you know, basically the stuff that the Flag Smashers have been fighting against this whole time. And we get to see the Falcon as Captain America. Falcon, bro, Sam Wilson is Captain America now? What do you mean? And his costume looks absolutely sick. It was exactly how I envisioned it being, if not better. I cannot say enough about it. The only thing I think looks weird is like when the wings are out and he's got the shield on his back, but obviously where else is he going to put it? But it looks so sick, man. I'm so happy to see Sam Wilson as Captain America. One of my favourite lines from this opening sort of things, and I normally don't quote things from the series, but something that just really just hit me in the feels, was when one of the old men recording him is like, "That's the damn right, that's the Black Falcon right there," or something like that. And then a younger man says, "Nah, man, that's Captain America." And I was like, bro, you did it, man. You said it. Like they officially, for the first time in that moment, call him Captain America. Like, he's not the Falcon anymore, he is Captain America now. And something that I would love to see is to see movies come out that are just called Captain America, or Sam Wilson Captain America, or just, you know, and obviously it'll just be Falcon as Captain America. It'll just be, oh man, so cool. Jeez, I cannot wait to see Falcon or Captain America now return in a film or in some form of Marvel thing. I genuinely can't wait, man. I was very excited to see Batroc return. It's Batroc, by the way, not Baroque. I was really excited to see him return. I thought he was going to play a sick like role, or I thought he'd at least, you know, be around. He gets killed, or he supposedly gets killed in this episode by Sharon, who is confirmed now to be the power broker, which I thought was pretty obvious anyway, but you know, it's confirmed now, so that's sick. But yeah, he just gets straight shot, and I'm just like, man, if you weren't going to make him like a future Captain America villain for Sam, at least make him like a Spider-Man villain or something, because he's in Ultimate Spider-Man, the cartoon series, and like I would have loved to see him be a future villain where he actually becomes the Leaper, because he's never had his bouncy boots or anything. He's just been a merc up until now, and that's all he ever will be, because he's just been shot. I was like, what a waste of a character. He better still be alive. I hope he's not dead, because he probably is dead. Like he took like 3 gunshots, but I hope he's still alive. So that would be sick, and I think it'd just be a bit of a waste, a bit like fake Pietro in WandaVision, you know, a bit of a waste of Evan Peters there. Like, towards the end of this huge action sequence, yes, we are still in the action sequence. This episode was half of this episode was just an action sequence. It's just a banger as well. Like, just stuff going down. So towards the end of this action sequence, we get Carly tragically gets shot by Sharon. Again, she's a murderous bitch. She just kills everyone. Bit of a wrong'un. And you know, Sam is just distraught, because obviously the whole series, Sam's been trying to talk to her and be like, yo, I agree with everything you're trying to do, you're just going about it a bit wrong, like. And obviously she's dead, been shot, and he carries her to the ambulance, and he's talking to all the senator, he's talking to the senator and the government and stuff, and he gives this beautiful speech. I could not for the life of me tell you what he says, because it's a pretty bloody long speech, but it's pretty much about like how the government need to sort it out. They need to, like, you know, pull their socks up a bit, because, you know, look at what's happened. Like, you know, you got Carly here, and you got all these people that believe in her cause so much that they are willing to put their lives on the line for it, which, you know, is obviously quite a, you know, that should be a sign that something's not right here. And Sam's just giving this speech about how he's not, you know, he's not blonde, he's not white, he's not got blue eyes, he's not the perfect man or person, but he's still Captain America, and he's talking about like how you know, he can feel all the stares on him, like, oh my god, it's a black Captain America, and he's just still, you know, he's doing it. And it honestly brought a tear to my eye. So I was like, yes, this is what we need, man. This is what we need today. Like, you know, we've got like in the real world, in the real life, we've got, you know, Black Lives Matter, all these movements, you know, because equality is just, you know, you think that we're equal today, but, you know, it's not. Like, we're not as equal as people think on the surface, and I'm glad that Marvel are, you know, addressing these situations in their own way. Some people kind of complain and say that, you know, comics shouldn't be displaying political messages because they're supposed to be an escape. But no, that's not the case. Comics have always shown political messages, and what they do is they give their characters a means to face up to these political matters and sort of show that, you know, just because this bad thing is happening doesn't mean you can't do this to be better. And I believe that Sam's speech in this episode was truly, truly beautiful, and something that all young black people can look up to and just, you know, just see as, it's so, oh man, I can't put it into words. I was genuinely crying at this scene. It's just so beautiful. And you can see Bucky smiling at him. He's like, he's so proud. And I'm proud as well, man. And you see Isaiah watching it on the news. I know I'm rambling a bit, but it's just so powerful, man. Comic books, right? People who say comic books are meaningless fun, or meaningless this and meaningless that, they're not, man. They're so powerful and they're so beautiful. Especially when messages like this are put in it. It was just it's so nice to see, you know, light being shown on issues and things like this, and, you know, very political series as well, you know, talking about like terrorists and all that stuff. That was I'm looking at the time of year, I've been ranting about this for 4.5 minutes. After this, we get a little short scene of John again with that, the girl with the purple streak in her hair. And I honestly, I'm really sorry, but I can't remember her name. And he comes out of this, like, out of this little door, and he's wearing the US agent uniform, and he's like, it's the same, but it's black. And I'm like, it's just, I was just like, oh, sick, cool. But, oh man, it's so, like, I knew that they were doing the US agent thing the whole time, but damn, it's so cool to see him in his outfit. Really can't wait to see where he goes from here, because obviously in a lot of comics the US agent is shown as like a bad guy or an anti-hero kind of character, but in this he had some really heroic moments. You know, that van is about to fall into the construction site and he tries to save it. He fails, he tries to save it. So yeah, it was really nice to see him working and being good again. And I can't wait to see what they do with his character. You know, will he get a film? Will he get a series that's just called US Agent? We'll see, we'll see. The hype for the Marvel Universe is very high right now. I thought we only had Black Widow, and I'm not gonna lie, I weren't very hyped for Black Widow, but after all this stuff, I'm very, very hyped. I cannot wait. We now go back to another scene that made me cry. And that is when Sam goes to visit Isaiah again. Talks about how he finally stepped up to be Captain America, and he says he wants to show him something, takes him to the Captain America Museum, and there's a whole booth that is dedicated to Isaiah, and there's a statue there and a little plaque that just basically says everything that Isaiah did for his country. And just to see the appreciation in this man's face, man, oh, I'm tearing up now thinking about it. Jesus Christ. Again, it's just so beautiful to see these themes and to see, you know, people who deserve the best get the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been through so much in the past and it's awful, but to see that he's finally getting recognition before he did, and the appreciation on his face. Man's crying, and you know, he's got a gold statue there, and Sam says something like, "Now they will remember the good you did for your country forever. Like, this will be here forever now. Long after you're gone or whatever, it'll always be here, and people will remember you for who you were." And I just teared up, cried in that moment. Finally, final two things. One is a little Easter egg. One is something I found really cool. We get the credits where normally at the start of the episode as well, it says the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. At the end, we get the same thing where it says Captain America and the Winter Soldier. And I was like, ding, 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 yes! Fucking, oops, sorry for the language. Could not believe it. I was like, they finally called him Captain America. I know they called him Captain America in like the show, but like his title now in the MCU is Captain America. Sam Wilson is Captain America. Banger, absolute banger. Just cannot wait for the future of Sam Wilson. You think that he's been in a couple of films already, but he has a huge future in the MCU, I'm telling you. Second thing towards the end that I thought was pretty cool was we see Sharon Carter get pardoned for everything that she did wrong, and then she goes on the phone to some Donnie and she's like, you know, we can do this power broker thing on a higher level now. I'm about to have access to some government secrets and everything. We're gonna get bare cash, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, bro, your mum or your auntie or whoever, I can't remember who Peggy is to her, but she was the love of Steve's life, you know, and Steve and Peggy, you know, working with S.H.I.E.L.D. have always been such trustworthy, such amazing characters, and you're just gonna go and slap that in their face, you know what I'm saying? I thought, oh man, I got so annoyed, like hyped and annoyed. I was like, oh man, Sharon, man, what are you doing? Who's excited for Loki, guys? Who's excited for these two shows, WandaVision and Falcon, have been bloody amazing. They just drop in like major like little things in the Marvel universe, and I cannot wait to see what they do with Loki. So yeah, this show was amazing. I loved it way more than WandaVision. I don't know if it was the fact that it was just, I don't know, I think it was the fact that it was more grounded. It's definitely more grounded, it tells a more human story, obviously, with more realistic troubles, like of things that happen after the blip. And I just think that, I think WandaVision relied a bit too much on shock value. It was like, and then you get the next episode, and it was like, and then it ended with another, and then you get the next episode, and you're like, oh cool. And then that's why the finale didn't really do it for me. I was like, that was very safe, kind of, And then obviously they got rid of Pietro and all that. We won't talk about that. It's a Falcon. This is a Falcon show. Whereas Falcon and the Winter Soldier was pretty straightforward to the whole thing. You were like, you were always questioning what was going to happen next. It didn't rely too much on shock value. It was just like a genuine, deep and compelling story about these two characters that are very troubled, and I feel like I could just relate to them, and it was just, oh man, this show was amazing. I might rewatch it like literally today or tomorrow, just rewatch it all. So thank you guys for watching this video. I think it was a little bit longer than the other ones because I've done some 4-minute clips here. I've been watching the timer, but there was just so much to talk about. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment your thoughts on the series, what you thought about the finale, and share it with your friends. Yeah, we upload every Wednesday and every Saturday at 6:30 BST, British summertime. It's summertime here in the UK. Sun is shining out the window. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, which I do not know what that's going to be yet, because I need to come up with new ideas. Falcon was kind of like a thing, you know, maybe it'll be Loki. Maybe it'll be Loki. Maybe Nathan wants to cover that one, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where I'll see you next, but hopefully I'll see you soon. So stay safe, and I'll see you guys hopefully very soon. Bye.